The experience has been tough from the start, especially because I didn't think through it. I just resigned my job because I was like, now I have enough money.
The world of work is changing. Gone are the days when success meant a corner office and a fixed salary.
I am a student at Riera University. I am also a practicing model and pageant coach.
I am a stylist and a production designer.
I do home organization, errands, and interior decor.
I'm a PR professional. I also do communications for brands. I'm a storyteller, and I'm also an event organizer.
I am the current Miss Tourism Kenya and Miss Riera University, and I run my franchise, which is Crown Posterity.
In Nairobi, young people are redefining what it means to work.
Work means exchanging my services for something, or exchanging products for money so that I can live well, of course. It shouldn't be something that is a burden, let's say, that comes naturally, I hope.
It's just to do something that I'm happy doing, something that gives me fulfillment, something that obviously pays my bills, and with people I love and care about.
Is creating an impact into the society that lasts through generation, an impact that solves a problem, that creates opportunities, that makes the society a better place.
The gig economy isn't perfect, but it's growing. For Lorraine, fashion is more than just clothing. It's an art. But in an economy where essentials come first, is personal styling a sustainable business?
My job is not just styling, because people really perceive a lot about you when they see you and how you dress. One of the things that people don't realize is you need to dress according to your body type. Because there are clothes that might be flattering to this body type and not be flattering to another, as much as you might like it and it looks good. There's also color tones that go with your skin tone and stuff like that. So it's not just picking clothes and wearing them. There's also the aspect of mixing and matching colors, patterns, and textures, yes.
The way we look at things can be different, but the most important thing about work is we get something out of it. We get income to sustain ourselves. So by the end of the day, the biggest question is, can it sustain us, before we even answer the question whether it is sustainable.
From organizing spaces to styling fashion-forward looks, these young entrepreneurs are rewriting the rules of work. But with the freedom of gigs comes unpredictability. No monthly salary, no job security.
You could either survive for a short period of time, or even for a very long period of time, depending on how you approach your work. Yeah. So for most guys who are in the gig economy, they still approach work like 9 to 5. So they wake up in the morning and they do work all day, and in the evening they close their laptops. So one way of making sure that you actually have consistent work, or you have clients who pay you so that you don't survive, is having a retainer. A retainer is an amount of money that you're being paid for services that you're going to render.
Freelancing and the creative space is a gamble. I'll be honest. It's a space where if you're not really careful, it can not really get you to the point you want to be, especially when you don't commit yourself right, if you don't have support, if you don't have structures set, if you're not financially literate. It is a really tricky space. Take for instance, you get a gig that gives you, say, 1 million shillings, but then you don't know the next time you'll get a gig or you'll get a a position to get that amount of money again. You know, it's not like a 9-to-5 job, you're guaranteed a salary at the end of the month. So if you're not financially literate, if you're not well organized on how you're going to reinvest your assets, it's going to be a really tricky space to be in.
Our paycheck is not guaranteed. So you would find you have money in January, the next time you're finding money is in April. So I believe financial literacy is very, very important. And then we are in a capitalist environment where also being led by trends where if I don't have this, I'm not cool, or if I have this, I'm, you know. So I'd say save. As much as it sounds cliche, you need to save. You need to have a plan. Like if you're living outside, how much will rent cost you for like the first quarter? The more bulk money you get, put it in like where money is needed. I wouldn't say that you don't have money for sherehe or whatever it is that you need to blow off steam with, which is very, very important, because remember I said, if you take care of yourself, you'll be able to take care of business. So I guess it's just finding a balance of priorities, plus yourself, and remember to reinvest in your business as well.
For Kavalaji, freelancing is about versatility, event organizing one day and photography the next. But with no fixed income, is it sustainable?
You see, like 9 to 5, you do just one job. With a 9 to 5, in the gig economy, you could actually take up to 5 clients. So that means I'll be done with those 5 clients. They'll be paying me even if they are not paying me a lot of money. Like for instance, I do PR. There are guys who pay me to do their PR, right? Sometimes I get gigs with the photography. So I have those as well. And then sometimes I organize events. So I also have something I'm getting. So in a month, I might not be getting a lot of money from these gigs, but ukizileta pamoja, I have something, you know. So that makes sure that it cushions you from being that guy who survives all through, and also try and save.
As Nairobi's gig economy grows, experts like Peter are watching closely. What does it take to survive and thrive in this new era of work?
Okay, the way we can make this income from freelancing to grow and not just sustain you is by diversifying. Okay, by diversifying we mean that instead of you just focusing on this small amount and doing nothing else, you could use this amount and invest it somewhere.
From styling fashion-forward looks to creating events that bring people together, these entrepreneurs are reshaping Nairobi's workforce.
It took a lot for me to make a name for myself. I really struggled with convincing people. And in this industry, there's always people who are not happy, people who will always be attacking you, you know, competitors who always pull a better, you know, step than you. So there were a lot of challenges making a name for myself. Financially, I needed to make a lot of sacrifices. Mentally, it really drained me. Staying up at night, wondering what I'll do. You know, when things go wrong, now you have to go back to the drawing board and try and figure out what you did wrong. But at the end of the day, it is very worth it. And I'd definitely do it again.
You need to work hard. You need to work hard, you need to be consistent. You need to be prepared for the good and the bad, because they're both in the gig economy and the 8 to 5 jobs. So if you'd want to come to the gig economy, just know that you're like your boss. So you need to be very self-disciplined, you need to be organized as much as that you're a creative, because other than you creating the art, there's the back end of the job, which is the admin work, which is the looking for the clients, the communication, the social media. So there's a lot. As much as that if you'd be working to an 8 to 5 job, they're deliverables, it's the same on this other side. It's just that you are in control of that.
As of now, we still have the formal employment on the top, because that's the reason why you are in school, to start with. But the world is changing, little by little. The way we used to see the formal employment those days, it is not the same way we see it now. Right now, you realize that TikTokers are doing it even well. They are being paid well even than the formal employment. Yeah, you yourself, you'll be outsourced at some point to do some freelancing, and you realize that freelancing pays more money than the formal employment. Okay, so even as we move on as a country, you realize that we'll be moving towards the freelancing, little by little.
Now, my plan was to get enough money to settle down and then now venture into the freelance economy. Now, I got a lot of money. Like, it was a well-paying job. Like, I paid my rent for the whole year, so I didn't have troubles with the rent and bills. The moment I resigned, I never saw any job